Yeah, that's right, baby. We're back in the flesh, and you're listening to the Original Sports Show. And I'm your host, Leopold Jeans, the Big OG. The number to call today is 866 CRN Talk. Give us a call today. We're going to talk everything. We're talking sports. We're talking hotties in Sports Illustrated. We're talking tweeting, and we're Facebooking. We're doing it all. And before we left out of that last break, I asked the question, who sang the best rendition of our national anthem at a sports event? Many say that it's Marvin Gaye at the NBA All-Star game. Jimi Hendrix played it on his guitar, which was awesome. Yeah, that's up there. That's definitely up there. But a long time ago, many years ago, when I was in the Marine Corps, we were going through a motivational time through boot camp, which is the best way to discover. We're looking for some motivation. So they take us in this room and they play Whitney Houston singing the national anthem at the Super Bowl. And if I can explain to you the wave of motivation that came out of that room, you would have to be there to see it. So I'm kind of partial to Whitney Houston, and God bless her. Let her rest in peace. There was a lot of scuttlebutt going around all week about Whitney Houston. A couple of guys got fired. A couple of radio guys got fired for saying the wrong things, calling her names and stuff like that, and on the air and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, we really don't know her. We don't know her life. We don't know what she did. All we know is that she's a great American icon when it comes to singing. That's all you can look at it objectively. She's a great singer. But we'll take some calls on that and give us your perspective on who you think sang the best national anthem. Once again, the number to call is 1-866-CRN Talk. So give us a call today. And Ricky Williams, you know Ricky Williams, right? Baltimore Ravens, former Miami Dolphin, former Texas Longhorn, has announced that he's going to retire. The big-time playmaker and OG vet won the Heisman Trophy for the University of Texas, went on to become the 5th overall pick in 1999. Williams led the league in rushing in 2002. Then he retired. Remember, he retired to study holistic medicine? You know, give the guy some props, man. He's trying to expand his mind more than just the gridiron in football. He's shooting to be a better person. He wanted to learn more things. And he got shunned by the NFL. You know, he had the whole marijuana thing, and yeah, you know, that definitely was not the route to take. But here's a guy that is actually just a good guy. He's a good person. I mean, he played in the CFL in 2006, you know, because he was banished from the NFL, and he made his way back. And I just love seeing Ricky Williams run, man. He's like a bowling ball. When you watch him run, get out of his way. He's not playing. But Ricky Williams has retired, and he plans on focusing on his charity for at-risk kids. So, Ricky Williams, the best of luck to you. Also, in the OG news here, Randy Moss says that he can still run a 4.340. Randy Moss says he can run a 4.340 and wants to come back to the NFL. And you know what? He should. He should. Here's one of the true great wideouts in the NFL. I mean, he was the first Calvin Johnson. Randy Moss was. You know, averaging 15.6 yards per catch. For a career, that is ridiculous. That's just an amazing stat. I mean, the guy had 153 touchdowns, 954 receptions, 14,858 yards receiving. When he first came into the league, he had Randall Cunningham, and he just was a beast. Then Dante Culpepper took over, and these guys connected for 1,632 yards in 2002, I believe it was. So they were a great 1-2 combo. All I'm saying is give the guy a shot, man. Let's not banish these players. Like, a lot of people are banishing T.O. because he has a bad attitude, and Randy Moss has had some run-ins with the media, and he hasn't been the best interview. But you know what? That's not his job. We as members of the media, we deal with sports egos all the time. We know in the locker room when guys want to talk and don't want to talk. There's a way you go about getting your quotes and talking to people, but just because they're not fans of the media doesn't mean that we get to banish them. You know, you have some of these big networks going, oh, yeah, I won't give him a shot. Don't give him. He's just trouble, blah, blah, blah. I'll tell you what. Sometimes second time around is a plus. Sometimes a second chance can get you over the hump. Now, if the guy still wants to play football, give him a shot. Randy Moss is definitely worthy of a second look because of his history. This guy is one of the best ever, and there's no doubt about that. So there's my little spiel on Randy Moss. And we're going to talk a little bit about Peyton Manning. If you go to OGSportsShow.com right now, on the front page, what you will see is our OG poll. We have an OG poll on the front page, and that poll is, should the Indianapolis Colts cut Peyton Manning? I think it's personally, I think it's absurd. You're going to cut Peyton Manning? Really? The premium elite quarterback in the NFL? Are you serious? And then you're going to go for a rook? Now, I know there's been changes over there in Indianapolis in the house, you know, with the new coach and all that stuff. But Jim Irsay, I'll tell you what, man, you are courting Peyton Manning the wrong way. You're courting him in a manner, in a marriage that is heading for divorce. No question about that. This is a marriage that is heading for divorce because of Jim Irsay and how he's handling this premium quarterback in Peyton Manning. He's a star. He is Indianapolis. He brought you out of the darkness. Peyton Manning, are you serious? He has 5 good years left, at least. Okay? And the way it looks at Indy is that the Colts are not courting him how they're supposed to, like they should a world champion quarterback, in a manner that they have in the past. Peyton will know, and we will know on March 8th what's going to happen. And it looks like his time is up in Indy. I just don't know where Indy's going to go with this, who's going to replace Manning. And I don't want to hear this stuff about you can't afford him. You guys just had a Super Bowl there. There's all kinds of money floating around in Indianapolis. Do what you did to Cam Newton, draft Andrew Luck, pay him nothing. Well, I guess $22 million over 4 years isn't nothing for the layman, but for a first-round pick quarterback, which is what Cam Newton got, that's peanuts. But Cam handled it like a man, and he went out and got sponsors and advertisers and balled out. Cannot wait to see this guy play football again next year, Cam Newton. But we're talking about Peyton Manning and the what have you done for me lately? He's out for 1 year. And Jim Irsay and members of the media are like, what have you done for me lately? Girl, I know he used to do things for you, but what has he done for you lately? It's ridiculous. And we're going to talk about that some more when we come back. And you listen to the Big OG on CRN Digital Talk Radio. The number to call today is 1-866-CRN Talk. Give us a call. Let's talk about some Peyton Manning. Let's talk about some SI cover girls. Let's talk about some hotties. Let's talk about some ooh-wee. We'll be back.
This is a special alert to all Americans who own a vehicle with less than 120,000 miles with an auto warranty